Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Oh. Now mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise. You are a mumu man.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to a late show. Today, this is my evening Friday hangout. You know, this is the last Friday before Christmas. In 1 week from today, it will be obviously that will be Christmas Eve. I know that many people, especially those of you in Europe and those of you, especially those in Germany, you do not play with Christmas Eve. But we in the mother country, it doesn't matter to us, you know. Christmas is actually the day we wash our clothes, stash it, you know, and do the needful. Now, this evening we're going to have a conversation that you watching me must be part of. You are going to come, you're going to call this, you know, our number, and you're going to have your contribution. Why I want us to have this contribution is, you know, these are things happening. The conversation will be in 3 segments. One, we're going to look at Buhari turning is it 8? I wanted to say 89, 90, 97. Maybe because of something that I have in this cup. That's why I'm talking this way. Now we're going to look at Buhari turning 93. Oh, no, 79. 79, pardon me. And we are going to have, you know, there is a video, or rather an audio that eventually was put in a video in a video form that really is very hard to listen. For those of you who understand Igbo would understand that, but I would have to interpret for my audience who are not Igbos. Now, in this audio, you will hear a girl, I wouldn't say a lady, berating his elder brother who is in America as a medical doctor for giving him 40,000 naira. And the lady went bonkers, saying, how come? Why would you give me such money? Instead of this money, don't bring it at all, blah, blah, blah. Now, then we will also go to have, you know, to the next part of it, which is the most heartbreaking one. You recall one man called Njenje Jesus, Njenje, that's, you know, say Nasochu, performs rituals in the name of Christianity. He performs rituals. And after the outcry that many of us heard, and obviously we complained, then he went under, he's back again. Now he's back again in more way that you think, man, how did we get this place? How did we get to this place? Hence, I titled this hangout, Africans Must Stop This Nonsense. They must stop this nonsense because these things are not healthy. These things are not the right thing. It doesn't take a society anywhere. I am a believer of science and technology, but when it comes to these nonsensical conjunctures, these are basically, to my mind, they are very nonsensical. Now, let's start. We are going to start with Buhari's birthday so that we get that off our chest. Are you going to be wishing your president a happy birthday? Will you do that? Today, your president turned. Why does 85 keep sticking into my head? Today, Buhari turned 79. But, in turning 79, the people on the street were asked.
Celebrating 79.
now were asked by Roots TV, and the people had the following to say. Listen to this man.
And some people are praising him to high heavens. Is it because of banditry they are praising him? Or is it because of insecurity? Is it because of unemployment? Tell me. Everybody is suffering. Everybody is crying. And they say, yes, he has performed. To the best of my knowledge, his balance sheet is zero. Zero completely. He has nothing.
So that was today.
This country is becoming something else. No one again wants to help the less privileged ones. All what they know is to divert money and fix into their pocket and take care of their own family privately. You see, it's like they wanted what happened in Ghana should happen here in Nigeria. And I think it will be the best. Because a situation whereby you've been gathering. I know this money you are seeing, it can't get to an end. It can't get finished. You keep packing. But one day they will vomit all those money. And they will be asking themselves question, what happened? Is this me? Forgetting what they were doing then that caused all this. Look at the way the country is. In Ghana, then, there was a time in Ghana, they gathered the whole leaders, set them ablaze. So I think Nigeria, such things is supposed to happen here in this country. Because the more you're saying it with your mouth, talking, you can't talk from now till tomorrow. What is happening will keep happening. So I think what happened in Ghana then is supposed.
My friend here just mentioned one point that tickled me. He said it is their turn to rule this nation. And the question I asked him, the relevant question I asked him is that who is handing over to the current youth? Nobody is handing over. They are just recycling themselves from APC to PDP, PDP to APC. And wherever you commit crime and you go to another party now, they will tell you your sins are forgiven.
Okay, you have it right, because this is what we know here. They tell you that if you cross over, your sins are forgiven.
Tony, Ilwobe means I don't do bad. And in fact, once you have joined APC, all your sins are forgiven. Once you have joined APC, all your sins are forgiven. All your sins are forgiven. All your sins are forgiven.
So once you join APC, all your sins are forgiven. And the president will say, happy birthday. But Nigerians are not happy.
So you can continue indefinitely to continue in that crime. That's what they are saying. So I just cannot see it. They said Buhari is celebrating 79. And some people are praising him to high heavens. Is it because of banditry they are praising him? Or is it because of insecurity? Is it because of unemployment? Tell me. Everybody is suffering. Everybody is crying. And they say, yes, they have performed. To the best of my knowledge, his balance sheet is zero. Zero completely. He has nothing to offer. And believe you me, if there is a new party that can unseat either PDP or APC, the better for Nigeria. But if the youth are thinking that it is their turn, they will hand over to them, they are just deceiving themselves. Unemployment will still continue. And as at now, they have not solved the problem of banditry. They have not solved the problem of killing. They have not solved the problem of kidnapping. And they are saying, yes, investors will come. Will they come from heavens? Manna will never drop from heaven. Even in Freetown, Sierra Leone, where they say it's free, everything is, there is nothing that is free in this world. So everybody is either you yourself go and learn some trade and make yourself comfortable, you and your family. That's it. But if you are waiting for this government that they will do something, this is a failed state as of now. It's a failed state, and I repeat, all of them that are in power, they are only there to line their pockets, not that they have the interest of this nation at heart.
The 6 years of this administration is an absolute waste of generation. Nigerians did not achieve anything. If the president cannot work for the country and the citizens of the country to be happy, let him resign. It's not a do or die affair. People worked and contributed money for President Muhammadu Buhari's campaign, including wheelbarrow pushers. Some people sold their houses. Some people did a lot. Some people, from their hard earning, they contributed. And at the end of the day, look at what the Nigeria is going on. Anybody that tells you Nigeria is doing well, check the poverty rate. Check the unemployment rate from 2015 to this time. What is the employment rate? What is the unemployment rate? What is the poverty rate? What are the rate of insecurity in the country? Check United Nations report, check World Bank report on these issues. Anybody that is telling you you are being politicized because you don't like the party of the president, check those standard records. United Nations, World Bank, National Bureau of Statistics, all of them cannot be politicized, cannot be used by opposition. Nigerians are not happy. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are dying. Farming is no longer possible. It's not about in the north, it's everywhere in the country. In the southeast, there is no peace. In the southwest, there is no peace. In the north, there is no peace. The whole country is bleeding. This is a waste of Nigerians' time. If anybody claim it is right or Nigeria is doing well because he is in office, let him go to southeast. If he is a minister or governor, let him work freely. Or let him be traveling Abuja-Kaduna road. Or let him go to Zamfara and move anyhow. You understand? All those ones, if they feel the country is working well, let them try all those things. Everybody knows what is happening. Anybody that is telling you is because Mr. A is Muslim, Mr. B is Christian, that is why this is doing this, that is absolute lie. If Nigerians are happy and the country is doing well, nobody will look at sentiment. The economic situation of Nigeria now is not inflation, it's stagflation. Apart from inflation, we have an added extreme insecurity in the country. So what are we talking about? And somebody will tell you that you should be happy. Somebody will tell you that President Muhammadu Buhari is trying. Tell him we Nigerians are saying he is not trying. His best is not enough. His best is not enough. If they feel their best is enough, let them wait. I am not in support of any political party, but they will see what will happen in 2023 elections. Let them wait. Let them continue doing all the nonsense they are doing now. When 2023 election come, Nigerians will show them pepe. I think when you organize peaceful demonstration, they will use hot water and shoot many people. During election, to let them do that. You understand? How many people are leading Nigeria? How many of them, the president, the senators, and the governors, how many of them? Because just they have authority in their hand. Absolute rubbish, absolute nonsense. We are not happy. And we are not happy with them, and we are not with them. Even the NISAL money they say they are giving, I call on EFCC to investigate that NISAL loan. How many people are getting it? Thousands of people have applied and they did not get.
The nation is not stable economically. People are suffering. Things are going up every day. The prices of foodstuff is going up every day. The common man, the average man on the street, is finding it difficult to eat 3 times a day. I stay with a family right now that can't even eat or feed their children 3 times a day.
Obviously, Nigerians, as Nigerians, the experience is very difficult to come by. And one would like to say that the economic situation in Nigeria is becoming more difficult for any Nigerians to bear with. The issue of insecurity is something that has been on for quite a long time. And I want to believe that the situation is becoming more pathetic and more horrible.
So the situation is becoming more pathetic and more horrible. Now the question is, how do you react to this? No one is happy. You know, I watched a clip made by Professor Akintoye. You know, the way he wished Buhari happy birthday today, he said, Buhari, happy birthday. May your life be run the way you run Nigeria. May it be well with you the way it is well with Nigeria. Those who believe in that say amen. And me, he said, the comment section, get it busy. If you believe that it shall be well with Buhari the way it is well with Nigeria, you know, we say, my birthday wish to Buhari, as Professor Akintayo said, is, may it be well with Nigeria the way it is well with Nigeria. May it be well with Buhari the way it is well with Nigeria. May his life run the way he's running Nigeria. So because he runs Nigeria like an excellent nation, we say, may it be so. Amen, amen, amen. And the saints say amen. Now, maybe because of the way Nigeria is at the moment, maybe that's why some of these things are happening. I don't know, you watching me now, what you think. Do you think the president is doing all right? Do you think, if you think the president is doing all right and you want to say, because on this platform, we allow everyone to have a say. You think the president is doing all right, you want to say it, you can call him. You think the president is not doing okay at 79, you also can call in and we can take your call, and the world will hear your voice. Now, in the same way, I mentioned before about the man called Njenje. Now, I think there is a link, maybe not only ignorance, I think there is a link between what is happening in Nigeria now. Because here, okay, here you see this video. In this video, let me explain to us. In this video, personally, this video is so heartbreaking for me. In this video, you will see young men going to this man that calls himself pastor. They tie chicken on their backs, and he's saying that he's going to pray for them. For them, this was happening yesterday, before Christmas, which was 8 days before Christmas, for them to all hammer and make money. Now, watch.
Ugebe na aja ego karịa mosu ka na-ekwu. Ego karịa mosu ka na-ekwu. Ugebe na aja. December mepe ọnụ gị. Before 31st night. Ife ọma niile anọghị n'azụ ga-abịa n'iru. Ndị niile nọ n'azụ.
Now, for those of you who do not understand it, but what he's saying here is, before Christmas, that means, this was happening yesterday. This was a live video. That before, in the next 8 days, everything they've never achieved in 11 months, they will achieve in 1 week. And when you listen to this, people like me, honestly, people like me listening to this, I think, man, I think something it's wrong with the sense, even with the of those who visit this place. And how
business
they have been
These were just live, for all demands. I cannot search worldwide.
Please, I don't know if my English is no longer, maybe my English needs some oil. I heard him say the father of all demands. I thought we have men as plural. So maybe plural, or pathetical of men, of man is maybe past pathetical.
You will be a past participant. Yeah. Hey! Ebu agomia. One day we go me. Say yesterday you are a past. So very soon you shall be past. Party. One day, say tickle. Say tickle.
So if you're watching me and you don't want to be past partitical, like the video, share the stream, invite others, because these are one of the societal ills. You know, I don't know what you think about it. You might be thinking, you might be watching me now, think, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, or you might be watching me now, think, no, that doesn't make sense. Let's hear from you what you think about.
Azwanuka. Azwanuka. Onya bolu anachelo ifa. Azwanuka. Azwanuka. Azwadanuka. Ugebe naja. Ugebe naja. Gibu ene ife ọbụla ị na-eme na buru ezigbo nyagazie. Anyanwụ ga-agọzi gị. Ọnwa ga-agọzi.
I can never imagine that adults will get stupid and silly to a point that they will begin to back chicken.
Udu mmiri ya agọzi ya, ọkọchị ya agọzi. Ịkpọte ngọzi niile edebe n'azụ gị. Ndị na-agba gị mgbazụ ha ga-apụta ife. Ndị do na gị na fa akwụ ma gị na fa akwụrọ ha ga-apụta ife. Ọmụ bụ onye eze Jizọs live, a na-esili mens a na-esili anyị. Tie na ụmụnna anyị na onye ọbụla debe gị n'azụ na ụmụnna ga-anọzi divine breakthrough. N'azụ, enough is enough.
Now, you hear adults. Here you hear adults praying, believing that this rubbish that
God
they are
bless
doing
you.
will work. Now,
Man,
they will start, look at them lying down. They will now wash their feet, saying that they are being washed out with all the rubbish that they see. Look at them. Now, Anna Sahoch, they are being the Ocho, is being washed away. And this is how someone believes that he can make money. People, this is how people think. I am looking at this and I think this is more of the side effect of Nollywood. I look at this and I see more of a side effect of Nollywood. Because Nollywood somewhat have taken away our, they took away our, someone said chicken backpack. Sorry. Hi! Man, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. People perish because of lack of knowledge. You're watching me. You think this works? Has it worked for you? Speak to the world. But I look at that, I look at this, I see nothing but a very criminal-minded person, extracting money from the vulnerable. Yes, these individuals there, yes, they are adults, but I believe just being grown up doesn't mean that one is wise. I look at this, I shake my head in shame and think, my people. So, and he's doing this to get more customers. Look at that. He's doing all this in order to get more customers. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. People, what do you think? Is there anything government can do to intervene in this? Because I look at it, honestly, yes, he's not breaking any law. He's not breaking any law, but it is a practice that is not anchored on anything progressivism. It's not anchored on anything that makes one to engage their brain. It's just, people will basically keep getting poorer. That's what it is. This is basically pure madness. I looked at it yesterday. I said to myself, man, this is unbelievable. Yet, he's doing this to get customers. I call them customers. They're not worshippers. They're customers. This is what I call mental slavery, because this doesn't work. I don't believe for 1 second that it does. If you want to make money, money is a process. money is a process. I was trying to explain to someone who believed that there is money ritual, that there are things you can do. You go into a room, you open it, and you see money, money everywhere. And I laughed my head off. And in explaining to that person, I say, can you tell me who prints that money that when whatever incantation is said, that those money comes out? Who prints them? Because this is where science meets voodoo. Who prints them? Who gives them? Who serializes them? Who signs the money off? Because this money, any legitimate money, has these things. But here, people just want to make money. Make money for what? Just how? Many of these people, sadly, come from Southeast Asian countries. Some of them came home early. They are MAGA, the people they want to scam are not probably paying money. They just, come back. And as James here said, they just took the little they have. Exactly. And gave it to a charlatan. And the charlatan takes the money and feels good. If you are, I think what we suffer, I think what is happening here is, because that's going to lead to the next part of the conversation, this audio. When you hear this video, you marvel, especially those of you in the diaspora, that someone will give a sister 40,000 naira, and the sister will make an audio note and say, never in your life would you ever give me 40,000. Never in your life that anytime you give me 40,000, I won't take. I met one man that I don't even know him, and he gave me serious money. And you are my brother. You're a medical doctor in America, and you are giving me 40,000. Yet the lady speaking did not take into cognizance that the brother actually lost his job for a while. But all she just said, oh, by the way, you got your job now. So because you now have your job, you didn't give me. She didn't know how much money the brother probably had accrued in those months that he didn't have job as a result of COVID. Obviously, she didn't know that people in the diaspora live on credit. They buy everything on credit card and they keep paying. They live a futuristic life. They buy their properties on credit. But again, those of you in Nigeria will now say, oh, those of you, those of our brothers in the diaspora, they are not doing well if they're buying anything on credit. That's why their system works. That's why no one owns them. That's why no one owes them salary, because their system works. That's why if they leave this room, they turn the light off. Even in Nigeria, only time people will start doing that is when people really start paying for the services they use. There are structures that guide things and principles that guide things, but not these shortcuts. Because what I see in this video is nothing but shortcut. There is no shortcut to wealth, people. Wealth is a matter of dedication and hard work. Dedication. Go and meet anyone who is successful. Go and meet anyone who is successful. They spend a lot of time doing things, repeatedly over and over and over and over in order to sustain the wealth. But here, somewhat, people believe they can sit in a beer parlor and, drink, talk absolute nonsense, and money will just be floating everywhere. Adults will use live chicken as a backpack in order to make money. I thought I've seen it all. I never knew we can, I thought I've seen stupidity. I've seen it all. But I never knew that this stupidity is actually getting started. Now, this is on this one. Let me now play you this audio. You hear this audio, you would, honestly, many of you in diaspora, I want you to be part of this conversation, please. Because this one is, I think is very, very ungrateful lady. That's what I will call her. She is very, 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 very lady. Very, very. It's only an ungrateful person that can say the things she said. Now, pay attention and have a listen of what the woman said with her mouth. Listen.
Hello, brother. Good morning, sir.
Now he says, my brother. So for those of you who are not able, please, it's not long. I will translate bit by bit so that you understand the conversation here. She said, my brother, good morning, sir. How is your family? I hope everyone is fine. I just, please, I want to tell you.
The money sent more.
The money you sent to me.
I'm not others.
I don't know about
for
others.
Me, it's too poor.
What you sent me is too poor. It's too poor. That is double poor. We normally manage whatever you send to us. When you are not working. Now you started working.
To that peanut.
And you now go back to the same peanut you used to give us.
40 or 1,000 and a Christmas.
Now for my Christmas, you only gave me peanut 40,000.
An outsider, ordinary a friend.
An outsider whom I don't know, who is just an ordinary friend.
A friend,
a person I do not know, just a friend.
Dash ego 80,000 naira.
The person I do not know dashed me 80,000. Dash in Nigerian parlance is gave me 80,000.
My own brother.
Now my own brother, my own blood, is giving me 40,000.
Medical doctor, not US.
A medical doctor, for that matter, in the US.
Or 40,000 naira.
And all you can do is.
We are not beggars.
We are not beggars. We are not beggars. She said that twice.
But we deserve it. I deserve.
Stop, sister. How did you deserve it? How? You think someone in America will be so rich and you in Africa is suffering. You here, you are suffering. And the person in America will not have the heart. You know, sometimes I feel, for many people who haven't gone abroad, sometimes I feel if there is a way you ship Nigerians, actually, so that they will go to the streets of America and pick up.
Because
we deserve it because we suffered because of you. Stop treating us as if you don't know who we are.
We are your sisters, your blood sisters.
We are your blood sisters.
And your blood brothers. To you.
We are not beggars to you.
Correct 50 kobo from you.
I will stop actually collecting 50 kobo from you.
I will stop it. Correct any 1 naira from you.
If your brother, guy, if you're in America now and you're listening to me and this is your sister, stop sending her money.
Give it to those who deserve it.
Please give it to Mazi. Let me use it and happiness more because your sister does not deserve it.
To eat your money. That is what I want to tell you. I'm not a beggar. Nena Uroko, I'm not a beggar. Please.
Now, think about it this way. You are in America. You are aching your life out. You do 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet. You know, one thing people don't know is you finish medical school in Nigeria. Even if when you work as a medical doctor in Nigeria, you go to America, in the next 8 years or 6 years, you may never work as a medical doctor. In fact, I tell you, 50% of those who are who graduated in Nigeria as medical doctors don't make it to pass the American certifications or whatever they call them to practice in America. I know many of them. Many of them end up doing nursing. Many of them eventually end up doing other medical lab scientists, whatever it is. but not actually as a medical doctor. Now, here is an adult sitting down here in Nigeria, cursing the brother in America, whom she doesn't know how the brother feeds. How does he pay his bills? How does he pay his electricity bill, his car note, anything or everything? Oh, he just sits down there. If you think it's easy, you're in Nigeria, for Christ's sake, go farm, go to farm, go do something with your life. A man gave you 80,000. Now you call your brother. You know, there are things you hear, it will just make you go mad. I tell you, with this type of thinking, the brother is actually in danger if he visits Nigeria. Because this person can just arrange, go and kidnap my brother. He's giving me 40,000. Kidnap him. Let's see if we bring what, 1 or 2, 2, 3 million. And the person eventually may lose his life. May lose his life. This is the dilemma of those who live abroad. I pity them. I pity them. It's heart-wrenching to listen to this manner of garbage. For me, it's utter garbage. It's utter ignorance. Whatever you might have done for your brother. People don't know that when people who study abroad, I know during our days, man, it's not easy. You pack snow, me I pack snow. If I put plate where I don't wash for restaurant, if I begin put out for container, wallahi, everybody for my state go get 10 plates each. Plate go remain, sir. Just to pay bills, pay school fees, and survive and live like a human being. Now, someone you out of all the stress, because in her words here, she said, we were collecting this little when you were out of work. Now you've got a job. You are still giving us the same. You see, that is pure idiocy. In fact, her sense has been transported. She does not have any sense at all. You know why? It means that your brother is so open to you that when he lost his job, he told you that he lost his job. You should give him kudos. It's none of your freaking business to know if he works or not. You're not the wife. You're not the son or the daughter. The only person that, if at all, your brother in America owes anything is your papa and your mama if they are both alive. Outside both of them, that your siblings, he owes you jack or nothing. Absolute nothing. He owes you nothing. But yet, he explained to you that he lost his job. He even was so generous to even tell you when he got another job. You see, if your brother was wicked, even when he has a job, he will tell you he doesn't have a job. But to tell you that he's not wicked, he got another job. He told you that he got a job. All you can do is to bash him for that he gave you 40,000. And again, according to you, young lady, you said your own share. I don't know the size of your family, but let's assume that 40,000 you got, that other 9 people got 40,000 too, or maybe your mom got more, or your dad got more. Let's assume that he spent, he broke 500,000 or 1 million down, and eventually you got 40,000. Man, you are so ungrateful. You don't know what it means to get $1,000. Put $1,000 together, that's about 500 or 550,000, depending on how you want to change the money. Somebody gets that together. You don't even know how your brother is how he goes to work, if he cycles, if he treks, uses the bus, if he's using one 1982 Jaguar in America, just for you people. A lot of people in the diaspora will stop dying. The day will forget, the day they will forget those in Africa here. A lot of them will stop dying because they can actually live a comfortable life like a human being, because when they go to work, their colleagues, the whites, they do one shift. After 8 hours, they go home. The only reason why your brother or your sister in America, in Europe, in London will do an extra shift. It's not that they cannot pay their bills. No, the amount of money they earn can sustain them to live a normal life in America. No, but it's because of you, because of us in Africa, that they have to work hard to earn, save, and run two families. They are running one family, their household in America. They are running another one in Nigeria. Yet, someone who can grow pawpaw, grow pineapple, grow things, grow banana, open your backyard, put yam. You want to cook yam, just cut the head. Open this, don't even use any hole or anything. Put it on the floor. Give it only a few weeks. You will see it will start growing. Maize, just open the ground, put maize. You see it will start growing. And people who are suffering, people who probably they live in flats, in high rise, is he going to jump from the window to go and plant anything? Don't even own land. I know one time I went to America, I bought a car. You see, when you come with Nigerian mentality, Oyibo go show you pepper. I bought a car. I parked car. As I they look for money, make a ship car go Nigeria. Police can't take car. From fire to frying pan. Why? Because it's not Nigeria where you could just park the car off the street. No, it has to be taxed. It has to be, insured. Without insurance, even in the United Kingdom, if your car, you park your own car in your own driveway, in your own house, but it doesn't have insurance, government will come, take your car and go. And these people are suffering all these things. Someone sits, oh, Jesus, blimey, this woman, you really got me today. I listened to this. I said, I never knew that people are this stupid and silly. Sometimes, you know what I wish? That someone like this will be given a visa to go to America, middle of December or first week of January. Go and look for a job where they pack snow. She must earn money, Abi. Or go and look for factory work, where she will go and do factory work. If somebody tell you an experience, there is factory work you'll be doing, you'll be sleeping. I'm not kidding you. You'll be sleeping. We're doing like this. When you pack your thing, you move to the other person. So you'll be sleeping. You'll be doing like this. Your eye will be. Sometimes when the sleep now knocks you, bagam, there will be traffic light. There will be traffic on your own table. That time in Germany, what the Germans will say, Kollege, mach schnell, Kollege, mach schnell. Mach schnell, mach schnell. When they say, Kollege, was machst du denn? Kollege, what does it mean, colleague? What are you then doing? They don't say, man, don't sleep, because you're not used to it. You're not used to being awake, walking around. Sometimes you go toilet, you don't sleep inside toilet. And somebody is doing all these things out of their own violation. They give you something, please. It doesn't hurt to appreciate. And when I say appreciation, on that note, I will say, Mazi Obi Ntodom Keraz. I appreciate you a lot for the super chat. You are paying your tithe. But one thing, this is not a lot. I want us to talk about and share our experiences. You can call the number on the screen. You can make your contribution. Okay? So on WhatsApp only, I don't want you to incur any cost. Just call WhatsApp, is only data. Especially those of you in diaspora. This is Christmas next week. What is your experience? Share it. Share it. Share your experience. How are your family members? And what are they demanding from you this Christmas? Do you have a family that cares? Sometimes, let me tell us something. Many of us here in Nigeria, let us not only be demanding. Oh, I have a friend. Oh, my classmate is in London since 10 years. He doesn't call anybody. Allah, if that person tells you what he's going through, I say, now who no go. Who no go until you go take your eyes. They know the time. But we'll sit in the comfort of our home, pressing phone, pressing this. I haven't. You're pressing of 247. Somebody comes on. Somebody who is working. Anytime he wants to look into his phone, you're online. He goes again. 3 hours later, he comes back. You're online. He does not come online. He hasn't got time to come online. But you, that he is giving just the little to buy the data, use the data. That one is of no use to us now. He's been in America. He's been in Spain so many years. Have you asked your brother? Have you asked your sister? How does he or she survive? Don't you know that it will help? Once in a while, go to market, grind 10, 20, 30 cups of egusi, 2 cups of ogbono, or 3 cups of ogbono. Get, this mangala fish. It may not cost you more than 10,000. Give. Do you know how happy your sister, your brother will be that for once, without asking anything? Oh, I hear that Okeke, I hear that Malam Aminu, I hear that Sheung is coming from Nigeria. Sheung, please, if you reach or if you see my sister, give her this thing. Do you know how appreciative your sister will be? Do you know how much it costs them? Do you know that if you package that 10, 20,000 and give it to your brother or your sister in the diaspora, do you know that if your brother or your sister, in retaliation on that of happiness, takes the equivalent of what he or she will spend in buying those things you send from Africa and send it to you, voila, you go kolo. Because it's a hell lot of money. You go to African shop, you want to buy egusi. You see egusi in sachet like Milo. How many you go buy? If you cut 10, you know, go put you one pot of soup. Where could they look you like this? No be the one where they do lungu. But what do we do in return? A woman, I just felt bad the way she talked about the brother. I do not know the brother, neither do I know him, but I think we need to cut our people in the diaspora, cut them some slack that they are doing very well. Oh, James, thank you very much. I appreciate. Oh, this one. I am happiness more than I'll be drunk. Say the Pame Fund. You are doing wonderful work. Thank you very much, my brother. I love it. I love it. You see, I say these things because this is the way I feel. I don't know how to say it. I don't know, this is how I feel because I feel sad. I have been there in cold. I cannot forget sometime in 2002. Me, when fresher come, your body they hot. They say they won't go load container. Now you go they gree. If they say, even if it's too impossible to carry 2 fridge, all you just do like this, you carry the fridge, they go, They do. Old cargoes go they tell you, so boy, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't be like, you smart and your body will tell you this. You say, know what it be money? When I load container finish, how much? How much? The whole maybe 30 euro that time, I think. Or 40 euro max. But it feels because it's money given to you cash. It feels like you've won lottery. And you're keeping this money, you take the one you use for your feeding, your rent and everything, and the other ones you send it to Nigeria. Now, imagine, I tell people this. When any of your siblings, when they are in the diaspora without paper, pity them. No one is born with European paper. No one. Forget the children that are being born now. No one leaves Nigeria into Europe, into America, except if you won American lottery or whatever. But if not, no one. It takes time. And I want you to begin to look at your siblings, your sister, your brother, as those you see in the market when you finish your your shopping. Those that carry kaya, see them that way. Pity them, because that is it. Most times, if you do not have any documentation, you can only do illegal job. In my own time, it was very simple. We had papers, but the Germans who put it in your passport, you are not allowed to work more than 90 days in a year. Now think about it. A man studying, because the impression is that you're going to, go to university, study, take, that every Africa is, the money is coming from Nigeria. Of course, the money, you see, the moment you borrow that money, buy tickets, come out, you're on your own. But that's not the impression you're giving your host countries. So for that person to maneuver and squeeze something and give it to you, please, I'm begging us, please, let this type of audio never make it again to any social media session. No matter how small. People don't know that even when you are in, like those in England, you pay to watch TV. They call it TV license. You know that people do that. They pay. But in Nigeria, you don't. You know that you cannot buy. So if somebody now, as I am now, let's say I'm giving you this car free of charge. Don't pay me. No, I don't want to, what the Germans call verschrotten. I don't want to throw the car away to go to Schrottplatz and, no, I want to give it to you free. You can't drive it. You know why? Because you need to go and pay insurance, and the thing they pay for body. Insurance will now tell you, in the last 10 years, have you had an accident? No, you haven't. How long have you held your license? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. The more you have held your license without accident, the less you pay. But hey, no be somewhere you go start. Can you be talking about driving a car, even dreaming of owning a car without papers? You say that somebody can give you a car, but you can't drive it. Now, when you even have the insurance, let's say your insurance, because for a year or 2 years, a driver, your insurance is 700 or 800 pounds or $1,000 or whatever it is. That's number one. Then you now go, you have to pay. Every year you go and do your motor or orderly test, what the Germans call the TÜV, or you pay to drive on the road, road insurance, road tax to drive on the road. Now you go and take. You think you came to Europe, you want to do big money. You think Europeans are stupid? It's only here in Africa that every other person. Don't worry, our sense will begin to come down from next year. Let them increase the fuel, 380 naira. All of you driving 5-6 cars like mad people. What does a man need 5, 6, 7 cars? One of the grace. Somebody comes to London, or you say, oh, this London people, everything is too small. No, this German. And why is it that the Oyibo is only driving? Because one, the bigger the engine, the bigger the tax, the bigger it pokes holes in your pocket. If your brothers and your sisters in America, in Europe, in Asia, in where things work, if they ever want to live the way you live, we live in Nigeria here. If they ever want to live the way you live in Nigeria here, if they ever, wallahi, you no go get shishi. You will never get kobo. But they squeeze all these things. Some of them, I remember that time when we did for life. If somebody go, let's say you take some pepper, do somebody for hand. Because constantly your hand is in hot water. You go, they pre-wash the plate. They go drum, put you inside machine go wash them. You go, na cycle, na so you go they do, na so you go they do, na so you go they do till you finish. Imagine a student who has lectures the next day. Sometimes we'll do night. You from night, they go home. Sometimes you do late shift, especially when you work as a server, you know, what the Germans call Kellner. What's they call them in English again? You know, these restaurant attendants, you know, if you want to drink coffee, sorry, bar attendant, yeah. Bar attendant, make I smack myself. I don't know the name here because when I did that, I did. You see, every successful person has to start somewhere. I did, and I'm proud of it because it taught me a lot of things. You know, if you read Zeke's Odyssey, it's only when you know, these things, it's humbling experience. Because I remember then, out of frustrations and, you know, immersing myself in books, I began to read and I came across Zeke's Odyssey. Zeke's Odyssey. In that Zeke's Odyssey, Dr. Nanda Azikiwe was, you know, he had the same experience. And, you know, he came from Nigeria. Yeah, black man, I've arrived, I've got admission into Lincoln. So he came into his professor's place, the person he was giving address. And he saw the professor cutting grass himself. And because Zeke never imagined in his world that this big professor, his name written all over book, can actually do his lawn, can actually cut his grass. And the professor gently asked him, "Gentlemen, who are you looking for?" Zeke looked at him from up to down. You know, in his mind, who is this gardener asking me, a fresher? Who are you looking for? Now, when Zeke now told him who the person is looking for, after using his eye to paint the man black, green, yellow, everything, when the man told Zeke who he was, Zeke said he felt ashamed of himself. But when the thing began to bite, Zeke became a barber. You see, me, I have barbed my head, shaved myself for so long that going to barber is unusual for me because I do shave every 3 days. So now going to barber becomes unusual for me. You know why? I didn't start it as a habit. I'm telling you, now condition make crayfish bend. Because when you get to a point where you go to barber, they say na 10 euro. How much were you earning to go to barber and pay 10 euro? So what we are doing is, you know, we can, when in the student hostel, I can barb Mr. A, Mr. A can barb Mr. B, you know, and you know, it's there. But I discovered the act of barbing myself, so I learned how to cut myself properly, and it became a habit. So I no longer have that need. But it is as a result of a mechanism for me to save money that now led me into being independent when it comes to the department of hair cutting. It's as simple as that. Now, and you're doing all those things in order for you to have little change. Man, don't suffer. When we go and buy Aonoazo L300, you go and buy padded V boots, all these old, you know, you break all these things. You not call laborer, you only you in winter with 2-3 jackets and padded socks, doing all these things, bring down the engine. It comes down to Lawansin in Lagos. And all you hear is stories. Eventually, what do? You do the first one, it doesn't work. The same people that gave you the list of car will buy. Suddenly, when the car comes, because I remember that time they said they sell engine 180, whatever. When the car now comes, the same engine they told you they sell 180 is no longer up to 100. And you have done your calculation based on these prices. I say that we at home here, we have a lot to do to help our siblings, our brothers in the diaspora. I do believe that many of them, you know, I think our siblings in the diaspora, they are the most patriotic of them all, because they still remember, some of them, sometimes, I think it's inherent in people that sometimes you begin to question why this suffer. Why do you even, keep doing things for people who don't care? It's just like when we take it at a national level. The diaspora remittance is more than the Nigerian national budget. Yet, the same people remitting the money in Nigeria for you to have dollar, they don't have the right to vote. And there's one vote. And the same idiots that will promise them voting right and all the nonsense. Suddenly, when they say, oh, let's come to National Assembly and discuss this, they become persona non grata. Now, I can see an argument raging in the forum. Somebody says road tax is £30 a month. Yes. Road tax, which car are you driving that pays £30 a month? Well, it depends. There are some cars that are free road tax, especially electric cars, but I think from good diesel cars, about some of them 2012, I believe, in England, you can pay £30 a year if it's good engine, 1.8 and below. I think, no, 2.0 and below. No, I know I had, yeah, obviously. So what I'm saying in essence is, this is not one size fits it all. Yeah. So what the someone says, Maz, what's the update in the Umeri airport? I mean, the airport is functional. United Nigeria by Obiora Okonkwo started flying there today, being the 17th. Yeah. So you can now book either United Nigeria or you book Airpeace. So the airport functions. You can come from Nigeria and you stop in Lagos. You stop in Lagos or you stop in Abuja. Or if you find Ethiopia, you fly directly to. Well, I think I am very, very hopeful that the year 2022 will be much better for all of us. 2022, we hope that more international plane comes into it. 2022, we hope that Anambra's international airport also scales up in what they are doing. And I'll be visiting Ebonyi State International Airport within the week in the next couple of days. So Ebonyi State's airport is coming on stream. I mean, I don't know. I'm in love with what I'm seeing. Better than Enugu, 20 million times. Better than Anambra, I'm telling you. Ebonyi is exciting. Exciting. I'll be dropping us a video next week. Ebonyi International Airport is exciting. Really, when I say exciting, it's exciting. For the first time, you can see Anambra, in as much as it's my state, but I mean, we have an airport. Don't worry, we've come back with private jet. You join us from Abuja, we use private jet coming. But the structure of the airport looks like a bus terminal. A bus terminal. But again, it's less functionality. But I believed if I were the governor, I believe anything worth doing well, I would have, chosen a different design of the airport. But that's by the way. So let's come back to what we're talking about before Patrick's flying vlog took my attention away. So people, if you want to be part of this conversation, what I want you to do is to call the number on the screen, 0+234 0708 002 004 2206. And you will be with me here. That is WhatsApp. If you want to be part of it. So what I am saying in essence is when you listen to stuff like this, it really doesn't make sense. For those of you joining me very late, let's listen to this again. This time around, I will not be translating like I translated in the first clip. So let's have a listen again and we'll see what you think.
Hello, brother. Good morning, sir. I'm not hood. Biko, asị m ka m ngwa gị. The money sendere mụnwa amarọ m maka others, but for me is too poor. Anyị na-adị na manage gị onye ọbụla inyere anyị mgbe ị darụ ọrụ, we take it. Ibidozie rụwa ọrụ, ị nachiekwa azụ to that pay not ị na-enye anyị. Inye m 40,000 a na-eme smas. An outsider m na-amaghọ, bụ ordinary a friend m na-amaghọ, a friend nkịtị pụrụ apụ dashiri m ego 80,000 naira. O wee bụzi my own brother, a medical doctor nọ na US, ọ bụrụ 40,000 naira. We are not beggars. Anyị akpọkwana ndị ayịyọ, but we deserve it. I deserve ya because na tara afụ n'isi gị. Eprez na anyị kọ na ịmahọ ndị anyị bụ. Eputus na anyị kọ na ịmahọ ndị anyị bụ. We are your sisters, your blood sisters, and your blood brothers. Anyị abụrụ onye ayịyọ to you. M ga-emechikwe ị na-correct 50 kobo from you. I will stop it. Ngakusa ina correct any 1 naira from you. Give it to those who deserve it to eat your money. Nye yenda ifiruru no kama kahari ego. Nye ha okahari mana mbosi nta achọ no werenchi. That is what I want to tell you. I'm not a beggar. I Nnenna Uroko, I'm not a beggar. Please.
Now you heard it. She says she's not a beggar. I think the part of her audio that really got me, is when she said that's too poor. That is poor squared. Poor. I said I wish I know her, that I wish I can speak to her, that she doesn't have an appreciating spirit. Honestly, I just say that you see, exactly, just like what James is saying. For him to save money, he has done carpentry. He has fixed washing machine, dryer, water heater, fixed my truck, cut tree. Listen, there was a time, I had a German, a house. That time they needed the students that would be doing their snow, clearing they had a long lawn and their driveway. So anytime it snows, they have a machine. You come, use that machine, petrol, and use it to clear this. So all you need to do is, when you come, when you finish doing the thing, you put in how many hours you spend. So the man comes, I think he pays 8 euro per hour. So trust now, even if we do 1 hour, 10 minutes, you tell him, say you do 2 hours at least, make say something to drop. But one goes back to the place, the book in his garage, which you have a key and put money in. That's how trusting these people can be. What I'm saying is, now poverty, they make some people, they pray some kind of prayer. Where everybody is praying that snow should not fall. Me, I'm praying, begging God, oh God, please make snow fall now. Hunger won't kill your boy. Because if snow fall, at all, I go see money to go shop, go plus. I've been an Audi, go buy soup and home and tomato to make, that time would they use tomato. If you add the egusi, you use tomato to do red oil. When you just fry the thing, add tomato, now red oil, now one hand, no time. So all these things, somebody will be doing this. There was a time you walk in snow, my hand come be century, like the hand drink Viagra. This hand, If anybody for turn and like this, if for break, he freeze, saute, run, leave shovel, leave. There is something where they take a pick, what's it called? Paper on the ground, like a walking stick, but it has an handle. You just do it like this. So they leave all the equipment, enter bus, go where heater day for bus day. They there, sleep. Bus waka waka. Oga, I don't travel, I don't sleep. Go reach final bus stop. The driver, when he reach final bus stop, go come wake. Jesus Christ. Go come wake you up. Say, yeah, der Bus fährt nicht mehr. Ich mache Pause. Meaning the bus is no longer traveling. He wants to take a break. Now that time you go come wake. First of all, confusion go hit you because you don't know where you dey. You don't know where you dey. You go look. You go contact style. By the way, that time who get phone? Now Nokia 3310. No. Pepe. The one where they play snake game, snake. By the time you get yourself, what do? You wait. The man, you see, this is where sometimes, because the way they work, there is no argument to say, Oyibo, please, can I stay in the bus? Because it's cold. None of his freaking business. Final bus stop. There is time. He will chase you out of the bus, close the door, because he's been in the heating all the while. He's now come out to take fresh air, begin blowing cigar. You go there, you go blowing cigar, you go call in girlfriend, you go laugh. You, when na heat, na cold, pursue you go enter bus. You go there, they shiver, they wait. All you're doing is for him to start up his bus again. Head back the same direction that you come from. That's all. You don't know where you are, but you just want to go back. And somebody who has done this, littered his tools, ran away so that he does not die of cold. Imagine somebody in Moscow in Germany doing this. Now gives you 20,000. You will look him in the face and say, this money is not enough. Right? Wallahi. I will say, if there is a way I can say, please give me that money, then I will give you maybe 2 million later. And if you give me that money, if you see 1 kobo from me, no say, no be me tell you. And the same thing, it happens all over. It's because the lady is talking to a brother in America. It happens here in Nigeria, people who are in Lagos. Someone will be in the village, think, since Emeka no Lagos, no, Emeka na he he doesn't know. Emeka is living in Okokomaiko, in a face you and face me. In the morning, Emeka will go and line up. Before he goes into the toilet, na first come, first serve. Woe betide you that you have a running stomach. You know the kind of running stomach where they bad, dysentery. If you eat damaged or pure mango, damaged one, you go come knock you for Kwaloga cannot one. You run, you reach there. You think say something won't come out, you go near. When you hear that one, Emeka is going through all this thing. And you are in your village. This Hamatan breeze, they blow you. You are there pressing and press Emeka. When are you coming back? Emeka is somewhere thinking, man, to go to Lagos now. A-piece is 90,000. The young shall grow is 25,000. What do I do? Emeka is thinking. You, You are there. I think we need to change. We need to imbibe and begin to appreciate more. No matter what somebody gives you, it's not by force, especially your siblings. The only person you owe something, I keep saying it, the only person you owe anything is your parent. You know, your brother, your sister, fine. I mean, if you have the means, but your parents, you know, even if when they do not understand, it could be forgiven, by the way, because they might be aged. They might not necessarily know what you're going through. But those, your siblings, if you die today, they cover, let me tell you, if you die today, they cover you and you died because of them. Nobody cares. Tomorrow, the life continues. Life continues. I remember one time. Anyway, this story for another day. Story for another day. A friend of mine told me this story. He came down. I think he came from. I think that was Denmark. I think. You know, there is this during Christmas. There is this sweet in boxes. Yeah. So he came down with this sweet. So normally, where he lives, when they present you with that box, you can look. People like me, I like the coconut one. You take one. This guy said he gave his siblings, asked everybody to take one. Everybody took one. No. Now, he left it on the table there. Went out there, drink, came out. The bucket is empty. But he was looking at his siblings as if, what happened? He said, but where is all the sweet? Everybody kept quiet. He looked around. There is no sign of anybody opening one. And these are chocolates. Maybe because they think that anybody who comes from abroad has, I don't know where we get. Maybe it's part of Nollywood again. Maybe it's part of Nollywood. I don't know where we get. Sometimes people here, we here, you live actually better in most cases, aside constant electricity, aside security that you don't need to lock yourself in prison, burglary proof, security door, this, that, yadi yadi, aside security, aside medical care, in terms of social life, they actually, those at home here live better than those in the diaspora. Because those in the diaspora, yes, they work out because the bills, know they sleep. The bill is a wicked human being, they sleep. Because it keeps grinding. You're working round the clock, trying to make that money to meet up and to pay your bill, to stay afloat. Someone who is in America buys a property. The bank will give him 25 years mortgage. He doesn't want to falter. He works. He wants to, in the next 25 years, to own that house. You, here in Nigeria, you go and buy land. You already build, Someone who he doesn't have a house, but you're bugging him. My house is in the roofing stage. I need 2 million, brother. Can you help me with 2 million? Let me roof my house. Somebody who doesn't have a land, you're worrying him about roofing a house. Make we take small, the fear God. Make we take small, the fear God. This level of unappreciativeness, the level you will do is not, well, James is saying it's mostly 30 years mortgage. Well, it depends on your age. If you buy your property when you're 25, 30, yes. But you remember that when adults come from Nigeria to most countries in Europe or America, they are already in their 30s. Okay, before you find your feet, say you want to buy a house, you don't approach 40. And somebody who don't approach 40, when they do calculation, because you need to be actively working and finish your mortgage. So they look at you and say, no, we can't give you more than 25 years. Because if they add 25 years to your 40 years, you're already in the retirement age. In fact, you've gone beyond retirement in certain cases. So, but these are because these things are systematic. This is the way the system and the country has been configured. But we will come with our own African, Nigerian way. You know, we are, James said it, we are in a hamster wheel over here. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Real. I feel you. But again, do not let anyone push you overboard. Do the one you can. Agodai jokingly said something that when in the other room, if the girlfriend is saying hada, you go do the one where you reach. Even that, make another person continue. Do the one where you reach. The quality of life in Nigeria, I don't know if the quality of life in Nigeria is actually better without medical facilities, without, I mean, I don't know where, James, I don't know in which country you are, but I bet you can actually open your tap wherever you are, take water and drink without thinking twice. You can't do that with your pure gutter, the one we call borehole here. We can't do it. You can't just with your borehole go put your cup, just drink it. No, you can't do it. You see? You can't go to hospital easily and without thinking twice. You can't. You can't drive. You can just leave your. You can just. Let's say you're in the UK now. You can just leave Wales. You can just leave Bristol and head to Manchester. 12 midnight, 2 midnight. But can you leave Lagos and head to Ibadan 8 in the evening? Very, very rare that you do that. See, that's the thing. So quality of life is not only necessary the things you get free, but you also the real quality and the impactfulness of the system. Aside that people could now have time. People go party now. People they rock, will go party. You did the gist. In Nigerian churches here, that's why you even next tomorrow it will happen here. Next weekend it will even be worse. You go to church in your village 8 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the church Thanksgiving is still ongoing. Why? Because everybody is relaxed. Nobody, but do it where you are. Pastor Naingo pack the chair where they do church. Because imagine you have an afternoon shift starting 1 o'clock. Your church starts 11. It's supposed to be 11 to 12:30. You now take 30 minutes, greet people and drive to work. If you don't come to work 1 o'clock, you're already in trouble. And the pastor will be, spirit. Suddenly he goes and talks yati. He does whatever he does. Once he reaches 12:30, you carry your bag, carry your Bible, go to work. If pastor is talking beyond 12:30, he's on his own. That's what it is. That's where things work. Most churches in the diaspora don't even have those buildings. They rent them. Churches, they rent Sundays, maybe 3 hours. Again, Oga caretaker no dey smile. You rent 11:30 to 1. 1 o'clock. If they see you 1:05 there, extra 1 hour. It makes you, the system has a way of making you, the mummuness in you, they go flog it off. Oh, me driving in Enugu, traffic light, Zix coming from Ogui Road, stop. I want to go to Independent now. Red. And all I hear in my back, beep, 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 flashing light. I look in the mirror. Is my boot open? I mean, why are people going hysteria? Keke passes me. Waka, waka, why are you stopping there? And I looked at myself. I said, I never knew that Iberiberism doesn't have a cure. Black man, you put traffic light. It means absolute nothing to you. In Surrey, Lagos, at Denny Ogunswanya, you see zebra crossing. Me, driving. Zebra crossing. Stop. Okada. Bagam on top of my bonnet. Okay, waiting, they worry. Why they stop? Why me? Why they stop in front of the road? I say, sure. Zebra crossing. And somebody is about to cross. The system is messed up because the person doing this doesn't know what zebra crossing is. He has never been trained to ride Okada. The taxi man flashing you, almost kissing the back of your car, doesn't know what zebra crossing is because you are actually the one in trouble. But yet, where the last man supposed to be enforcing and impounding car for those who break these laws? Nothing. Man, what can I say? In conclusion, I say, Kai started. Someone is saying, yes, if you want to start calling in now, you can start calling. If you want to call in, you can start calling in. I see people writing the message already. If they can start calling in, I think I have a first caller here. So you can start calling in if you want to, if you have anything to contribute. Let me see if you want to join me as well. We've treated 3 things. Yeah, I have a caller on the line. Caller, who am I speaking to?
Mazi, good evening. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Who are you? So can you turn down the volume of the set or mobile phone you're listening with, please?
Okay, let me just move away.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mazi, with this topic, I'm very, very happy with this topic. I'm calling from South Africa.
I can still see there is echo there. Can you turn it down or you entirely move away and speak to me directly, please?
Okay.
You know, while you're doing that, while you're sorting that out, Njideka says, Mazi, you're right. Since I came to Europe, the system has flocked off Momo in me. I tell you, whether you like it or not, you go wipe them. You wipe it.
Can you hear me? It's better now.
Why is it impossible for you to turn off the device you're listening? I'm talking to you now. It doesn't matter. Just turn off that device, please.
Okay.
Yeah, but what does please, so that we don't go through this cycle again. If you're calling me, please, either you turn the device on because when I speak to you, I'm speaking to you.
Let me turn it down. I'll call you back.
Okay, thank you. So please, I beg you, when you call, turn down the volume of your set to 0. We are speaking through the WhatsApp, the telephone, right? So that it doesn't feed back this echo. Now, to the comments made by Njideka, of course, you're right. The thing is, sometimes I remember during the time of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos, he tried introducing MOT. And that time, many of us didn't know because I think during the time of Nadeko, when he left and stayed in London with Dele Momodu them during the Abacha era, and that's how he got the idea of MOT, Moto Orderly Test. Many of you here in Nigeria may not understand what MOT means. MOT is a certificate you need to get every year to say that your car is in order. And for you to get that certificate, your car really needs to go to a test center. It will be checked the brakes. If your brake disc is or your tire is worn beyond limit, it fails. If your lights, your headlamps are not aligned, this is not this one that kill Okada people, and I see them commonly here. You see a big truck coming with one light. And the most dangerous part is that this truck coming has the right side of the light on. The left side is off. Now, mistakenly, in that speed, the motorcycle coming will think, I'm being approached by another motorcycle because it has a single light. And the motorcycle wouldn't give much room that it would do for a car. And it will stay probably close to the marking lane. The next thing, when the car comes in, it's already too late. And the individual dies. Now, the driver of that truck is never punished. It's never sent on any training. The company that he drives for, who cares, as long as he makes return. So you find out that the system is totally and absolutely messed up. If you're joining me, my name is Thomas Ezoke. This is my Hangout, Friday Hangout here on Njenje Media TV. Please kindly share and like this stream. Again, if you don't have anything to drink, go grab something to drink. It could be coffee, it could be palm wine. It could be a lot of other things. It could be juice, but not 5 are alive or 5 are dead or whatever. Those ones are sugar and those ones are saccharin. Get something real. Maybe get yourself a coffee. Make yourself a tea. Get something. Water, Zobo, whatever, anything drinkable that you think is worth getting. Just get it. Let me see. Let me take this. He said, Chigo Ebere says, Mazi, 40,000 naira is about $80, which can do grocery shopping for about 2 weeks. Honestly, it is really unfair for this woman to lash on her own brother like that. The young man should be very careful. I agree with you. I agree. 40,000 naira should be around 60 pounds, I think, about $80, yeah, about 70 euros or thereabout. That's indeed a big money. For someone who lives alone, you're right. That's about 2 weeks of grocery shopping. And someone just doesn't just appreciate that. Yeah? And if you ask the lady, for instance, if since the brother is in America, if she has given him anything in terms of, because, and again, one other thing before I conclude, one other thing I will beg us here, many of us here in Nigeria, is to learn the act of giving, reciprocating. Let's not only be a people that receive, let us learn to give something. I was trying to explain to a mama in my village. I said, Mama, every time many of us travel abroad and we come back, we'll buy you, even if it's vitamin C, even if it's original paracetamol that you take it, your pain, all the joint and everything, it will, you'll be well. Yes, that's Okonkwo. That's saying if this is the correct number from Njenje Media. That's correct. That's yes. So if you keep doing these things, sometimes you may buy bags of rice or whatever. But what I'm trying to say, little things matter. Please, if your brother comes from America, from UK, from Germany, and he buys this stuff, they come in 23 kg. I tell you, many of them is only their hand luggage that concerns them. Every other thing there is what they will give out to you. Show some love and some respect. If it means, brother, you mama watching me, if it means, brother, I don't have anything, but let me give you apple. Let me give you apple. This is what I have. I go to the market. I can only offer you one bottle of granite, natural granite, or anything. It goes a long way. It is in the heart of giving, not about the cost of whatever that was given. Not the cost of whatever that was given. So the end point is, people, this season of Christmas, let us use this time to be nice to one another. Let us use this time to appreciate whatever others offer us, whatever others give to us. Again, I tell and I beg us, please, those who engage in mkpụrụ, those who deal with it, when I say dealing with it, those who produce it, I beg everybody to stop, because that is destroying our society. Those of you who are not appreciating, begin to appreciate. Those of you who think they can make money by just those of you who think they can make money by just basically going in and to Ebana Soch and you make money, I say come out, there is no light there. Say hello, who am I speaking to?
Yeah, this is James.
Okay, James, where are you calling from?
I was in the chat earlier. I'm calling from South Carolina in the US.
Okay, James, is that audio from your sister?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, that's not. Yeah, I was in the chat earlier.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was just listening to the discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems that a lot of people don't understand. Well, I don't expect them to understand what we deal with here, because everybody here, we're not all on the same playing field. People here, they just work and take care of their immediate family, and when I tell them, oh, I take care of my family back in Nigeria, how they live my life
that is one thing your Western or white colleagues will never understand, because they will never understand it that you work and you and yet in most times you even live better than them. Actually, you even have assets, more resources than them. But some of them, even before the end of the month, they're already broke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But those you are trying to give something at home are not even appreciating it. Do you have such experiences as well?
Yeah, well, mine is better. The thing is, my dad is very grateful. My siblings, I try to help out, but I'm really the only one here. So it's kind of a huge burden where I help everybody out. But I put my dad on a stipend, so every time I get paid, I send something to him. So to keep it regular, because things are horrible.
Good man. Good man. Because that's my worldview actually. Your parents are the ones you owe them a lot. Because I think in their time, whatever they invested in us, they had the mentality of we should be their pension. But equally, us now, we must also not fall in that trap. Listen, when I get old, I don't bloody care. I'll blow my money myself. Because all you owe the children is to train them in school. Go work, go do whatever, entrepreneurship, whatever you want to do, go do. I'll blow my own money. So not waiting on them to give you any 1 naira or 2 naira. No, keep your money. Yes.
Yeah, and that's another thing we have to fight against. I mean, they're not here. The mentality of not getting into that mentality of, oh, I think I'm not your parent. You know, yes, you train me and your child, and that's it. But no, our culture is different.
Yeah, our culture is different, but you have to know that no culture is stagnant. Now, if you have children, if you have, I don't know if you have children now in America, do you?
Yeah, I have children.
Okay, exactly. So now imagine when your children now, when they grow up, imagine in the next couple of years, your son or your daughter graduates from high school, gets a job, and probably earn more than you, because that's happening, you know. Probably start earning more than you. Yeah. Now, and by the time you retire, you paid off your mortgage, you have some savings or your retirement plan. You see, your son or your child at that point is actually starting. That he or she would need deposit to even buy his own house or his own, whereas you paid off. So that's why you see that's a shift in mentality that I'm thinking. No, you don't need to. I mean, let them. All you need to do, if you've given them the tool to go fetch for themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not going to depend on them. That's why I have retirement.
But
I have investments to carry me through
exactly
through life, but I haven't to depend on them because I know what it is to be in their position.
True. Fact.
Yeah. I just wanted to jump in briefly, but I'll probably when you have another, I'll call in because I have a meeting at 6 o'clock.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's 5:50 right now. So
it's fine.
Just continue doing what you're doing. We're in support.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
Much appreciated. Okay, bye. So, like I said, you can see that was James from North Carolina. Oh, goodness. So, people, that's it from me from here. And I will say, okay, it is time to go to the other room. You know, it is time to go to the other room. Expect next week I'm going to be dropping a video on Ebony International Airport. You will not be disappointed because I was impressed. You know, I think in the whole of Southeast, expect to see. You know, when I said next year is going to be next year is going to be a very good year. Next year we'll see more things. Next year we expect another airline to join in the flight into Enugu. Next year, we expect to, okay, hold on, another caller. Oh dear, about rounding up. So next year, we, expect to see a couple of things happening, and we will be keeping you updated. Yeah, hello, who am I? Yeah. Yes, so who am I speaking to once more?
Speaking to Sydney from South Africa.
Oh, okay, Sydney from South Africa. How are you?
Yeah, Mazi, I'm very happy for this program this evening. In fact, you have made my day. I like what the lady was saying. If it's my sister, I will block her immediately. I will tell you the honest truth. I was at lockdown last year in Nigeria. I went home 5th of February. Then apparently there's lockdown. Couldn't be able to come back.
Okay, for how long?
So for 9 months and I stayed in Nigeria. So one of my friend, in fact, my age mate, do you know that this guy bought up to 12 lands and the building for me? Then every time if I tell him, okay, can you be able to show me most of the land? You tell me today, tomorrow. Then after all sorts of done, I discovered that this guy, he ate up to 6 point something billion naira. We even went to our Igwe. Even as I'm talking to you now, finish the case.
But why? Sorry, come again. How come you give him money to buy land and the house for you? You don't you have papers to fly into Nigeria? You don't come in at all.
No. I have paper. Okay, one of the land just next to my elder brother's house. So when I went home, then he told me that, listen, that this land is for sale. Then I said, okay, I'm leaving next week.
Is that in your village?
In my village. Then I asked how much. And then he said, because my elder brother bought the other land, which maybe 2 or 3 years ago, about 600,000. No, then he told me maybe that land would be is not going to more than 800. Then I put 800,000 in his account. Then I left.
I beg.
Then when
sorry for my ignorance. Which community is this?
No, I came from Hituboma local government.
Hituboma.
Yeah, in Imo State.
And you can still get land for 600.
Yeah, that's what he told me. No, it's not even what he told me.
I am relocating to your village. 600,000. I'll go and buy a street.
This was that's what my brother bought a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Then the half of the land that's remaining. Then he told me now it's going to be maybe around 800,000. Then
Okay.
I dropped 800,000. Then I went back to South Africa.
Okay.
Then when I came back here, I was in my shop. Then he called me. He said, "Now I have agreed to sell that land because those people, the grandmother passed away." And then I asked him how much. Then he told me, "No, it's 1.2 million." Then I said, "Okay, I'll go and send the remaining money the following day." So the following day, I went to send the remaining 400,000. Do you know that when I came back home last year, then there is this lockdown. So there is.
Kilo Apple. What happened? What happened? Oh dear. I don't know what happened. Your telephone just cut. Can you? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So I discovered that there is a problem on this land. Then when I asked, the owners of the land said that this guy only gave them, they agreed on 600,000. But I told them, listen, but what I paid is 1.2 million.
He don't chop you Muguna. He don't chop you Muguna. At least it's not your brother waiting for you. He use police.
And not only that, even when I'm here, then let's do business of buying palm oil. Then we'll sell it when it's up, when the price is up. Here, I sent him money. He buy about 70-something 25 liters of palm oil. Do you know when I went home this lockdown, he can only give me 25 rubbers out of 76 rubbers.
You bought at the rate of 22,000 or 21.
No. Altogether, he told me over the phone. I sent him 500,000. Then he said he had bought 76 rubbers of 25 liters of palm oil.
Okay.
So during the lockdown, when we were having this problem, then I discovered that everything that he was telling me is all fake. Then the people that mowed my block, I paid I paid 130 bags of cement.
Listen, let me tell you something. I think you need deliverance. I can perform deliverance on you. You know why?
Why?
You got to step up your game. You know, you're in this conversation, you talk about molding blocks. I mean, are you living in the 1970s? When you, my dad say in Igbo, so when you want to build, you don't begin to talk about you mold block, you do this, I'll get somebody to mold block. No. Machines do these blocks, and they do them because of the vibration and all these things, and you know, from good companies. Buy the block and do your work, and you're here talking about giving
No, Mazi, what happened is this. No, there's a house already. He helped me even bought the house. It was uncompleted building. Someone bought a developer developing my village. Then I went home. Then it's for sale. Then he helped me to negotiate the price. Then I paid the money. So now I wanted to mold the block for the fence.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was here that I paid for the cement. That 130. Do you know that out of 130 bags of cement that I paid for, this guy only mowed 80 bags.
So what's the difference? No, hold on. What's the difference? I just told you now. No. I just told you now the deliverance you need is that you need to think smarter. Why would you, whether you want to do fence or build a house, why would you go to the route of molding? It has over the years caused trouble that it doesn't make sense going down that route, especially when you're not around. You see my argument?
Yes, I do understand that.
Yeah.
I got the argument.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is this: people at home, they think that we are plugging money
Well,
here and outside the country.
You are plucking money in South Africa now, maybe.
No.
There are a lot of people on the street in South Africa, don't you know? So those people in the street, they get the easy money, isn't it?
They got the easy money. Exactly. They think that everybody is into the fast line or whatever. Before we can be able to save that money, it's not easy here.
Anyway, likewise here, no, even Nigeria, no easy. Some people earn 30,000 here, so life no easy. But again, let's. That's my good. Round up, please. 30,000.
Do you know that I gave somebody in Nigeria that 2 weeks ago? It is not 2 weeks. That the mother passed away. 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
He did not even call me for appreciation. Instead, he sent me back the account number again to send more money.
And you did not block the individual?
I blocked him immediately.
Well done.
That 50,000 somebody gave you just like that. Okay, help and put in your mother burial. You didn't even say thank you, just appreciation. Instead, you are sending me back the account number. I told him, listen, I already sent you 50,000.
Anyway, my brother, thank you very much for your call. I must go now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So everyone, thank you very much for being part of this program. I think I have Ezudo. I think you did call. You know, at the end of the day, I think we have to be very smart in terms of what we do. You know, because you know that you are in the diaspora. Ezudo. Hello. Yeah, Ndewo. How you doing?
Thank God.
So you are part of the diaspora. I think this evening only diaspora people they call.
You know, saying only diaspora has body to be an internet to watch. Yeah.
So can you lower the volume of the set you're watching me with, please?
Yeah.
So make your contribution very snappy.
Yeah, it's just trying to contribute from what that brother you just said from South Africa. You see, sometimes some of us make some little mistake on these people back home. Because most of them think that we that is in abroad are plotting the money. That's a thing where we get those money. So we should know some strategy to follow people back home. Just like I have some project that I'm doing. The way I do my project is before I give any money to do anything for me back home, I know people that does those work. If it's bricklayers, I know them. I call them. I'll just tell my brother how much he said. He told me how much. I called him. I'll have the phone number of the bricklayer. So the bricklayer, that's anybody that is doing the work, I'll be contacting that person direct. Not only my brother. I'll be contacting that person direct. And any work they do, they will snap it. I will send somebody, another person. I do buy that for people. I will send somebody else. Go there and do them. Make picture of those things that I sent to do those work. You say even today they send some to me today. So that's how I monitor my job. How much is this? You told me. Sometimes I call guys that sell things in the market on OCC. Can you tell them this thing? Give me your account number. I will make those money. That's how I do my job. I'll be seeing those things that I do this. I will see the picture of anything that is unfinished. They will give my brother will give me the picture. And another person from somewhere I will send. I will get him that. Even if you don't have phone, I'll get him a better phone. He'll be giving me information. I'll be seeing those things goro with my eye because people have done us a lot of bad things. A friend of mine was telling me that he gave his own mother money to be building a house. His mother and his father was sending another person picture to them. See, this guy come back home, become mad. So, our people, please, people that is in abroad, if you send people to do things for you, don't rely only on your brother. Have an external person that will be going to go and see those things and make a video and picture of whatever he send them to. So that you will be seeing this in physical, not only telling you, I have done this, I have done this. You give them money to buy land, they will just go and mess you up. You know, find other extra people too. Even like the people was talking about buying of the land. We have some of our guys that have been in abroad and went back home. They are into this business because they know what people are suffering. So try to find other people that have been in abroad who went back home are into this business of land. There are some people who have been in abroad. If you want to build a house, contact them. To contact them, they will do this thing for you because they have been abroad, know how to supplement this money. There is. Like if you want to buy a land, there's somebody that can Mars, just a year, you are surprised of saying land 650. There's a place in Imo State, they're selling land 450, 500. I have most of my friends that are directed have bought and they have invested in the land. So you just get the correct people. Just don't rely on your own people. They are the people that will kill you. Your own blood brother, blood sister. They are the people that will kill you. So say have an external person that investigate anything that they want to do back home. External person that will go pay that person, give that person money. You will go extra mile, investigate everything you want him to investigate and report back to you. Don't let your brother or your sister know the person.
Sure.
So this is what I want to say.
Thank you very much, Ezudo. Thank you very much. You've made a nice contribution. Thank you. And good night. So, everyone, thank you. That's a very fine place to anchor it. It has been my pleasure to have you on this conversation this evening. And I must especially thank Mazio B. Intodonkeras and James. I thank you both for the super chat. Now, like I said, next week I'll be updating us more on the things happening in the Southeast. You know, at home, we will sometimes just make sure you have Njenje Media the notification, because you know now there are so many festive periods. Sorry, we are now in festive period, so suddenly you might see me in your village going live. You know, because I'm everywhere. You might see me in your village going live. So if you want to always be part of my stream and my conversation, make sure you are subscribed to Njenje Media TV. Make sure that you have notification turned on. The moment I come online, you will see, because from next week, everything is in the hinterlands. You know, in the hinterlands, you will see next week, you will see when some of the celebrations, some of them traditional, some of them a lot of, constructions going on. Just know that content will be dropping so hard. On that note, people, I say once more, I thank you for being part of my Friday Hangout. And I hope to see more of us very soon. Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday. Again, Merry Christmas in advance. I am still Mazezoke, dotted one, unapologetically dotted. I say good night, good morning, good afternoon, and have a blessed day, everyone. Bye for now.